What's good, crypto? I hope you're doing well. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm going to stick around through the bear markets. We're going to cover news today. This channel focuses on daily price predictions, analysis, DeFi, NFTs, news and fundamentals as well. So what's going on in the markets at the moment? We can see we're bleeding out a little bit here on the crypto bubbles market capitalization over the daily time frame, and over the week we've still got a bit of mixed signals in the market. You can see Bitcoin is down 4.9%, Ethereum down 3.6%, Hex and some other altcoins, however, are doing surprisingly well. So Bitcoin is now just trailing back above that $20.2k level, with Ethereum hovering just over that psychological level of $1,000. So let's get right into that news. Get yourself a coffee, strap yourself in, put a spacesuit on before we head to the moon, and here we go, boys and girls. So Cardano delays Vasil hard fork due to pending bug fixes. So obviously the Vasil hard fork was a massive anticipated upgrade, which was supposed to happen already. But we can see the key takeaways here. Cardano has postponed its Vasil hard fork upgrade to last week of July. So it's still got about 5 weeks remaining, and it could suggest that a lot of the pump we saw was because of the anticipation, and now due to the disappointment, are we seeing a bit of a decline in the price of Cardano until July. Input Output Global, the company behind Cardano, cited 7 bugs as the reason for the delay. So basically there's just a few issues with the coding or the software. I'm not sure how the back end works of things. It's way beyond me. But basically, they're waiting because they want to obviously integrate this and make sure it's live at the most optimal time. So the Vasil hard fork is supposed to significantly improve Cardano's underlying performance. The Vasil hard fork is Cardano's most significant update since the Alonzo hard fork launched last September. Now, if you look in September 2021, you can actually see a catalyst on the price. There was a huge pump following. So it comes as part of Cardano's long-planned transition from the so-called Goguryeo to the Basho era, dubbed an era of optimization, improving the scalability and interoperability of the network. Where previous eras focused on decentralization and introducing smart contracting capabilities to the network, Basho is about improving Cardano's underlying performance to better support DeFi applications. Specifically, the Vasil hard fork will introduce you to 4 key network improvements. You've got CIP31, CIP32, CIP33, and CIP40. These upgrades are supposed to overhaul the logic behind some of Cardano's Plutus scripts. Together, they're meant to reduce the size of transactions, thus increasing the network's throughput efficiency as well. So this is all really bullish stuff for Cardano. What else do we have in the markets today? Solana. Our friend Solana over here. Let's check out Solana. Massive news around the NFT and metaverse area. Solana NFT marketplace Magic Eden raises $130 million out of thin air. No, of course it doesn't, but plans multi-chain expansion. The top NFT platform on Solana is a newly minted crypto unicorn with 1.6 billion valuation, and it's going to add other blockchains in. So this is really nice interoperability, really strong for the marketplaces. OpenSea, watch out, because big things are coming from other players in the industry now. So Magic Eden, the leading Solana-based NFT marketplace, has raised $130 million at a 1.6 billion valuation. Oh, that's some Dragon's Den talk right there. The marketplace plans to expand beyond Solana to include other platforms as well. Magic Eden, an NFT marketplace that currently commands the vast majority of Solana markets, is gearing up for a big expansion, as we see here. Today, the startup announced that it's raised $130 million in Series B funding, with plans to expand beyond the Solana ecosystem. And what's really interesting, actually, we can see here, an NFT works like a proof of ownership, as we know exactly what NFTs are. But what's very cool is if we scroll down to the bottom, well, actually I'm going to save the bit for later because it's quite exciting. But there's basically some rewards for users that get in early, so watch this space, listen till the end. The Solana ecosystem has shown notable signs of momentum in recent weeks, such as multiple instances of Solana NFT projects topping all Ethereum projects. We're seeing more Solana, volume, transaction volume, and even a single day in which all combined Solana NFT trading volume topped that of Ethereum. Lou pointed to diversifying use cases for NFTs on Solana, plus a rising influx of Ethereum NFT traders starting to dabble in the Solana space. He also suggested that Solana's NFTs trading meta changes often, with new trends appearing every couple of weeks and keeping NFT collectors engaged and buying. Magic Eden claims roughly 90% or greater share of the Solana NFT secondary market, despite the hype leading overall NFT marketplaces. OpenSea's additional of Solana support in April doesn't appear to have had much of an impact. If anything, Magic Eden's co-founders think it was positive for the platform. So Magic Eden coming out, guys. Remember this. Really exciting stuff. Keep your eyes peeled. Magic Eden eyeing expansion to other blockchain platforms. The co-founders believe that the marketplace has a real shot at dethroning more centralized or corporate platforms such as OpenSea, as Ian described, it opposed to its more community-centric DAO-aided approach rather than more centralized, and the control is more internal. What else we got? Solana Whale's move $25 million of USDC debt from Solana to Mango Markets. The move reduces the utilization of USDC with the Solana platform and allows users to withdraw their assets once more. The Solana Whale that was subject to the potential takeover by a recent Solana governance vote has gotten in touch with the lending protocol and moved $25 million worth of USD coin, USDC, debt to Mango Markets. In a tweet, Solend shared that the Whale has acted on the team's suggestion to move its position across various lending protocols. The act reduces the utilization of USDC within Solend, allowing its users to withdraw their assets once more. So we can see here the chart. The USDC utilization has dropped from 100% to 98%, meaning users can start withdrawing again. So again, more news for Solana. Solana's trading at $35.43, ranked 9 right now, guys. Looking seriously juicy for potential accumulation. If you want to grab some of that today, you can use the link down in the description below. What else are we going to look at? Uniswap. Now, this is a big one. There's some real exciting news at the end of this article, and I really do like what I'm seeing. So, Uniswap Labs buying Ethereum NFT aggregator Genie. Another threat for OpenSea. Uniswap is making a push into the NFT marketplace. So Uniswap Labs, the company behind Ethereum-based decentralized exchange Uniswap, is acquiring the NFT aggregation platform Genie. We're trying to bring everything we bought to the ERC20 space to the NFT space. Uniswap founder and CEO Hayden Adams said Tuesday in a bankless interview discussing the announcement. NFTs, unique blockchain tokens that signify ownership. So basically just telling you what NFTs are, so we know already what these are, guys. Lots of good places you can find NFTs. You've got NFT Launchpad, you've got Looks Rare, OpenSea, I think you've even got like an eToro NFT marketplace as well. So basically, as part of Uniswap's push into the NFTs and metaverse industry or sector, we can see the company said in a statement it plans to add a new tab specifically for NFTs to its main site later this year. It also plans to add NFTs to its developers' APIs and widgets. And here's the big one. Here's the game breaker. If you're really early, you can see to celebrate its acquisition, Uniswap Labs plans to airdrop an undisclosed amount of the stablecoin USDC to Genie's early supporters. Anyone who used the platform at least once or owned a Genie Genesis NFT by April 15, doesn't say which date though. I mean, this isn't super useful. It must be an old article, so it's probably doesn't make sense. They just updated the article. So is it 2022 or 2023? We don't actually know. But either way, April 15 will receive USDC. An earlier tweet from the company had said Genie gem holders were included in the airdrop as well. So that's super bullish. Of course, for Uniswap here, got some Uni socks. So I don't know if you want to grab some of those, but personally, I'm pretty good. I'll stick to my Ethereum socks. Bad joke. So Plan B is stock to flow model. This is awesome. Well done, Vitalik, for standing your ground. Get your words out there. Everyone's got an opinion. So Vitalik actually completely slated Plan B, who was a massive crypto influencer on Twitter. You may have heard of him before. Plan B's stock to flow price model denounced by Vitalik Buterin says model can be harmful for normal investors. For a few years now, the creator of the popular stock to flow model, aka Plan B, has become very well known as a Bitcoin influencer, gathering 1.8 million Twitter followers. However, after the stock to flow price model didn't come to fruition and dropped well below the price targets of 2022, there's been a lot of backlash. So good job to you, Vitalik. I mean, I always thought Bitcoin is not going to 100k this year. I think when it comes to pragmatic targets. You've got to look at the most bullish scenario, the most bearish scenario, and just try and slap yourself right in the middle. So you can see this is the valuation models. This is the very famous Esther Flows, and he's been completely wrong, which obviously doesn't look too good. Here is the tweet from Vitalik himself. Stock to flow is really not looking good right now. I know it's impolite to gloat and all that, but I think the financial models that give people a false sense of certainty and predestination that number will go up are harmful and deserve all the mockery they get. Savage, savage. Shit, boys. Vitalik on fire. Yes, are you done? So yeah, pretty cool to see. Now we're going to hop into some Bitcoin analysis, guys. So do stick around. I mean, this is probably the part that you've all already, been bored to death with, but we got to talk about it because it's what's relevant if you want to stay in the know. Bitcoin lost the 200-week moving average, finally, just like it did with the COVID-19. March 2020 crash, and you can see it also did it here following the 2017 famous bull run. Now the difference is we came into the green logarithmic regression band here. We did not do it yet, so we've just tapped down to the 17.5k level, and I think what could actually happen is we can still come into this green region between 15 and 20k dollars once again, so don't rule it out just yet. I'm also speculating either a bounce to the upside. I mean, we found support at 19.9k, so we could bounce up to this 27k level. Of course, that's extremely bullish, and it would probably just result in a further rejection back down to lower levels. So I am anticipating that's going to happen at least some point this year. Don't exactly know when. I don't have a crystal ball, because if I did, I'd be bloody rich and I wouldn't be sitting here making YouTube videos now, would I? So that's another thing to also consider. What else can we look at? Just in, massive news on the Bitcoin side of things. Newly elected Colombian president supports Bitcoin. It removes power from the banks. What an OG little societal recalcitrant, as we can see over here. Do like this guy, and it's global adoption news, so really big. I mean, personally, I think crypto winter's settling. We're going to see consolidation, sideways trading for a good 6 to 18 months. We don't really know the truth or what's going to happen, but it's going to be very much sideways as well. We can see documenting Bitcoin here as well. 2011 fell below $20, 2015 fell below 200, 2017 fell below 2000, 2022 fell below 20,000. You can see the FUD is always the same. There is something here saying in 2028 Bitcoin fell below 200,000. What a brilliant little comment that is right there, and it's probably exactly right. Let's face it, it's probably right. Jeez, I love this tweet. I must save this one into the clipboard. You go. Another great bit of news for Bitcoin. Even the CEO of Binance is basically shilling. Of course, that it makes sense. He's someone that wants to get as much exchange transaction volume, or whatever you call it, into his own exchange. But he has spoken some pretty logical sense right here. Historically speaking, if you bought Bitcoin every time there is a Bitcoin is dead headline, you'd have done well. Again, it links back to that Bitcoin rainbow chart, which we'll look at in a minute. But Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin is dead. It's the narrative in the industry, the news industry, of course. So it's better to buy now, guys, than to buy when Bitcoin is in a bubble or euphoric top. It just makes more sense to get it today, It really does. So really like that. And you can also see here another tweet recently from the CEO of Binance. Price on this day, June 21, 2022. You can see 1 year ago we were up to 31k. We're only really $10,000 down, but it doesn't matter because the average value is always climbing, and so is the fair value of Bitcoin. A bit more news today. Tether to launch GBPT stablecoin pegged to British pound sterling. Of course, just like USDT, this is massive for the United Kingdom. Don't forget about this news. I think this deserves to be spread all over the place, and everyone should know about this massive change. It's going to create a lot of news and hype, especially, and it also supports the authenticity and integrity behind USDT and also Tether as well. So yeah, extremely interesting cryptocurrency at the moment. Looking at all the different sectors, of course, we've got blockchain infrastructure, we've got DeFi space. There are so many different areas you can, invest into crypto for diversification. You've got GameFi, cloud storage, you got entertainment. There's just so much, play to earn, move to earn, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you do pick 20 good cryptocurrencies, guys. Have a nice real diverse portfolio, because you can't rely on 1 or 2 or 3 coins to do well. If you had 20 projects and 15 were doing great and 5 were doing bad, they will hedge against the ones that are not doing so good. We can also see that Bitcoin is at a fire sale right now. We're back in that undervaluation zone right here, sitting at $19.8k, which is a very, very attractive. So make sure you do think about this wisely, do your own research. Of course, if you want to grab some Bitcoin today, head down into that description below, click on through to the link, get yourself into my Discord, get yourself into the Telegrams too. If you like the channel, you know what to do. Subscribe, comment, like, and I shall see you soon. Have a fantastic day. Much love. Bye now.